'Cause it's the only thing I wanna do. I don't wanna sleep, I just wanna keep on streaming. All right, here we go. So I shut everything off completely, and now everything's back on. And I'm gonna switch to some other angles. Now we're on camera 2. And camera 2 is saying, I'm in sync, baby. I love it. I love being in sync. And camera 3 is also saying I'm in sync, and I love it. That's camera 1. I've been calling it 3, but that's camera 1. Do I gotta back up a little bit to be in focus? Let me back up a little bit. Okay, I don't think it gets any more better than that, all right? I should have known by the look in your eye, baby. He's singing. That's probably not good. All right, so I shut everything off completely. And now I'm back on again. I'm gonna back this audio down a little bit because it sounds hot to me. Okay. This is Frank Zaragoza's karaoke beats. When I said that I love you, I meant that I love you forever. All right, here we go. And here's the other microphone. Mic check, mic check. Bam, 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 bam. Camera 3. Camera 2 looked good. Camera 3 is looking good. Now you're going to hear, if you're listening very carefully, that there's a little audio feedback. That's because these are picking up, this is picking up what's up in here. What's up in here. I don't think anybody's on this stream right now because it says there's nobody on. So that means that I can sing all I want. All right, I'm just going to let this go. So let me just talk to myself so that I can, to my future self here. I set the MIDI settings in the Mac to 44.1 kilohertz, okay? When you do that, the zoom automatically detects that you're at 44.1, okay? I don't know if 44.1 is better than 48.8, but it's working right now. It sounds great, so I don't care. The zoom needs to be set up as a USB audio interface with direct monitoring turned off, okay? And I'm watching myself go here, still synced up. So that's a big gotcha. Nobody on any of these fucking forums is talking about that. But you didn't listen. And then, okay, so that happened. And then in the, we've been talking about how the internal setting for the Z-cams is bad. Or is the internal setting is the way to go, that the network settings are bad. That was when we had all the audio routed in through the input of the Z-cam. Maybe not the best preamps, maybe not the best VRMs or internal power components in the camera. With the zoom set up as the audio device running through the laptop, we want to use the network setting. Everything here is set up pretty much bulletproof. So what we're going to do is, so yeah, shut everything off, turned everything back up. Laptop was off, even shut off the mics, shut off the zoom, pulled the Ethernet cables, plugged everything all back in, powered everything back up, and then set all the zoom devices to network. Let me pull that up here. I'm going to create a window capture for that. It doesn't like it. There we go, that one. Okay, so here are the cameras on this setup right now. And what I'm gonna do, let me scale this down a little bit so you can see the whole thing. Oh, we can't scale it down. What are we doing here? Okay, I can pan across though. We'll do this. There we go. Okay, so all three of these cameras need to all have the same exact settings enabled, obviously. Let me turn this down. Man, I'm hot. Why am I so hot? All right, so for anybody in this stream? Nobody's in this stream. Oh, there's 3 watching now. Great, there's Eric. Oh, sorry. This live stream is also your Camtasia recording of your setup notes. Yes. Sorry, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stop this for now. Because let me just hop through all 3 cameras. I want you guys to see the audio sync, and then we'll go from there. All right, that was camera 1. Camera 2. Again, set to the network audio sync setting. Now I still have 150 milliseconds in the audio as an audio delay, but it should be dead nuts, okay? Now, let's turn on camera 3. Camera 3 looking good. Don't worry, Eric. All right, and then we're gonna watch some videos now. Here's a video. Enjoy it, won't you? Where's the video? Doesn't like it? Oh, I switched to the website. Sorry. Here's a video. All right, and so got the transitions down now. Now a couple times I came back up from that video and I forgot to add the audio back in. Now we're not having that problem anymore because I figured it out. All right, let's go to the website now. Pull this out. Just give me a second because I didn't set this up ahead of time. HaasCNC.com. Here we go. Okay, so here's our website. We can scroll through it. We can click on things. There's a beautiful new issue of Haas Journal. And then Haas tooling, indexable cutting tools. We can move through this. I don't know what happens if I play the video inside the video. I know Andrew was asking about that yesterday, but I'm scared of it. So this looks good. It's like going down into the Matrix. You find Keanu Reeves in there. So I'm gonna now switch back to my other setup. There we go. And the camera should be synced up. Everything should be good. We were having an issue earlier where things were kind of funky after the website, but I think we got that dialed in. Let's watch another video, why don't we?
If you run CNC machines, then you need cutting tools. Quality cutting tools at a reasonable price. That's where Haas Tooling comes in. Now CNC machines aren't the only thing Haas offers you. On HaasCNC.com, we've made it more convenient than ever to get the cutting tools you need. Just navigate to the Haas Tooling menu and choose the category of tool you need. All the specs you need for every tool are listed, and we even have videos of cutting tools with all the cutting data. And of course, the prices are all right there, just like every Haas product. Each tool has been tested by Haas application engineers, and we use these same tools in our own state-of-the-art machine shop.
Yeah,
every tool is Haas tested.
Each tool has
Ordering
been tested.
These tools has never been easier.
People with just
Select
hands
your tool,
and no heads.
add them to your cart, and when you're ready, check out.
And if I want, I can just kill the audio.
All the tools
completely.
come directly from the Haas factory, so we can process your order and ship them immediately. And if you're thinking about a new CNC
I'm
machine,
playing a video right
you
now.
can add tooling like you would any machine option. Now you can have your machine completely tooled up and buy or finance in one package. Haas Tooling.
Yeah.
Quality tools, reasonably priced, and
and
Haas
I've got
tested.
the audio transition part dialed in now. So it's good now. I mean, you need a lot of practice, but like getting in and out of the videos, there's a little bit of an audio tweak. And now Brian was asking about the millisecond delay. I've done it 3 times now with these settings, and it's repeated over and over again. So, oh, Brian was on Zoom trying to talk to me. Anyway, yeah, so the 150 seems to be pretty much locked in. There we go. You're lucky that you joined just now, Brian, because I was singing earlier and nobody wants that. So I think we've tested everything I have to show you guys. I just wanted to prove that the audio settings that I dialed in are good. We can hop from camera to camera. And I don't think there's any more issues at all. How does it look on your end? Yeah, no, you don't want to know. Okay. Can you still talk over the video? I think looks great. Okay. All right. What time are we expecting folks to come over today to do? I think we're ready to do some testing. What time do you guys think you might be over? Video guys, video mans. Yeah, that's it. I'm ready now. We can send them over early. That'd be great. If we want to do it before lunch, awesome. Yeah, let's, if you guys want to reach out to the boys and see if they want to come out early. I don't think we can practice this too much, but it's up to your schedules, so. Anyway, so now all I'm going to do is I'm just going to document for myself. You guys can watch or not. Thank you for checking this out. Thank you for looking at this on multiple platforms. But I'm going to start running through. I'm going to screen capture all of my settings right now, and I'll start that out with OBS. So here are my 3 network cameras, and what we need to do is make sure that all of these cameras are set up using the same settings. So over here in Systems, here's this camera, and in System, 1080p, 30 megabits per second, 30 frames per second streaming, and then stream 1 needs to be the stream index for all the cameras. The streaming codec needs to be H.264. So, yeah, Brian's talking about the B matrix. Yeah. Yeah, you know, So Michael had set up a couple laptops for me that he was going to use. We were going to use as backups. He told me that those were ready to go. So if you want to just get Michael, if you want to grab one of those from him or reach out to him. I think the B matrix, we had run that off of Nooks, Intel Nooks. Aren't those in the cabinet here? We should check that out. Yeah, maybe it's overkill to have a full laptop. Well, one way or another, either the Nooks or a laptop would work. But now that we have Tyler's video, we should test that out. Okay, I'm gonna go back to this. All right, so yeah, Streaming is identical now on all of these boxes. Okay. So here's what I think about the laptop. Sorry. I think we should use the laptop as a prop. And I need to just replicate what you're doing while you're doing it. I know it sounds like a lot to do, and that sounds problematic, but adding another remote device that I have to route in through NDI is more testing than I think we really want to do. I would rather just do what I just showed you and switch to the web browser here on my computer, and then just click on whatever John's going to click on. You know, it's not like I'm playing a video game where it needs to be one-to-one. As long as he says, hey, I go here, I click on it. I go to this tool, I click on it. We should be good. That's, I think, technically the most headache-free way to do it. Or we can, you know, test another network item if we want to. Monday or Tuesday. Or we can do it today if you guys want to bring another laptop over here. If we do that, I need another network cable. I am out of network cables. I've used them all. And one that would be long enough to reach wherever that laptop is going to sit. I've watched tutorials and I've read about how to do this, but like I said, I've never done it. So we have a solution here that is okay, but I'm not sure. Yeah. Let's test it. We can always omit it from the hardware chain if we need to. So just need a laptop and a network cable. If we can't get one, I've got network cable at home I could bring in too, which I should probably just do anyway. Okay, so here's our window. And so again, all the settings in streaming are the same. All the settings in record need to be the same. 1920 by 1080. I'm streaming at 30 frames per second, but this project FPS needs to be as close as possible. I don't think this actually matters. I think this only matters when you record into a hard drive. But for the sake of consistency, all of these settings need to be the same. So you just go tab by tab and make sure they all look like this. Focus the same. You got to go to every camera and then go to every tab. Manual focus, manual focus, manual focus. Image, this is important because we want the camera image to look consistent, and this is a real pain in the ass because any one of these settings will make one look totally blue, one look totally yellow.
You talking to yourself?
No, I'm talking to Brian and Andrew. But yeah, I do that all the time.
Hi, Brian.
So all these need to be the same. Strong sharpness, the same LUT, the same settings here, and then most importantly, the white balance on the right. 4800 Kelvin matches the white colors of the Alzo lights that Andrew has up top here. Oh. If you guys can find a network cable at the factory and bring that here, one that's long enough that could make it all the way to the location where the laptop needs to sit. Yep, we can do that for sure. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll put them all together. But I'll definitely steal the screenshots from this stream. Okay, so then, again, all these need to have the blue check mark. Once the blue check mark is turned on, we can stream in OBS. Now can I capture this? Yes. All right, so here we go. How do I disable the preview? Double click? No. Anyway, so now we're in OBS. This window capture is video. What does that look like on YouTube? Oh, I didn't transition yet. Sorry. Here we go. That's gonna look like super funky, but it'll tell the story. A stream inside of a stream inside of a stream. Okay, cool. So, oh wow, look at that. That's crazy. Damn, that's what my dreams have been looking like lately. How funny. All right, anyway, so now that we're in OBS, we want to, I have all the layers set up for all the cameras. Cameras A, B, and C, which we can't turn on right now because the stream will go bonkers. Okay, all we need to make sure is that when we go to a camera, after we've added it, oh, hey, there I am. Sync in here is set to network, okay? Let's prove that. And again, all these settings are the same. Boom, network. Boom, network. These are all the cameras. YUV range, color space, latency mode, don't fuck with that. All that stuff needs to be the same. Now, that's it. You can see that we have network set up for all of these. And in the audio settings, for my audio mixer, when I go to my advanced audio properties, 150 milliseconds is my sync offset. Okay? Now, I'll use these screenshots like Brian, like you're saying, to... oh yeah, there I am. I'll use these settings like you're saying to make a binder, make a little step-by-step thing. Sorry, this is weird hearing myself while I'm talking. And then we'll make an easy how-to or tutorial. Let me just look at all the cameras again, make sure everything's in sync. Yeah, that looks good. Camera 2, that looks good. Boy, the network setting seems to really be the way to go. When you're using a USB audio interface through Thunderbolt. Now I'm looking at another angle here. Everything still looks good. Video looks good, audio looks good. Great. Great. Okay. Perfect. All right, so those are the settings. On the network switch, I don't know if this matters, but I think it might matter. I put all the ports on the far left side. That was a recommendation on the forums. There was an issue where if you had like a big switch, like a 8-port or 16-port, this is an 8-port, that if you had a camera on port 2 and then port 8, you might get slight audio delay, which sounds crazy because it should be digital, but that made a difference. Boy, those MIDI settings in this is all just notes for myself. Those MIDI settings in Apple setting the whole global system to 44.1 kilohertz was a big deal also. Let me show you what that looks like. I don't fuck with that right now. It's in the applications in the MIDI settings for your inputs and outputs for an audio device. Make sure that's all set to the same setting. And then, of course, a big deal here is in OBS, we want to make sure that we go to Preferences. Are we seeing this on YouTube? Oh, weird, it's not showing that. Is it showing it? Interesting. Well, anyway, in the OBS settings, we want to make sure that we also have 44.1 kilohertz enabled for everything. And what else? Frame rates, 30 frames per second. Our max kilobit export out of OBS is 6,000 kilobits per second. I can't think of anything else. I think that's good. But I'm going to write it all down as soon as I get home, or I'll just do that now. All right, that's the end of this stream. Let me just look one more time at all three cameras. Camera 1, mic, mic, mic. Fucking beautiful. Camera 2, mic, mic, mic. Okay, good. Brian's saying good. All right, and then camera 3, good. Got a confirmation from Brian. Camera 3, mic, mic, mic. Let's see what Brian says here. Three, good. Fuck yeah. All right. Sweet. I think we're good. I'm gonna shut the stream off and make a little note, make a document with some notes to myself, and see you guys later. Awesome.